For most of human history, fire wasn't something we made. It was something we found. A tree struck by lightning. A wildfire creeping across dry grass. Early humans didn't invent fire. They stumbled onto it, already burning, and had to decide what to do next. Most animals run from fire. At some point, one of our ancestors didn't. That single decision, to walk toward the flames instead of away from them, is where this story actually begins. For hundreds of thousands of years, the skill wasn't making fire. It was keeping it alive. Groups would carry burning embers from one camp to the next, wrapped in bark, fed with dry leaves, guarded through rainstorms like something precious enough to die for. Because if the fire went out and no one remembered how to start another one, that group could be back in the dark. Literally. Some anthropologists believe certain communities went years, maybe generations, without ever creating fire from scratch. They were fire keepers, not fire makers. The two are not the same skill, and only one of them was rare. So what changed? Nobody knows the exact moment. But we know the methods, because some cultures used them well into the last century, and researchers have watched them work. The first was friction. Take a dry stick. Spin it fast against a wooden base, using your palms or a bow to keep the speed steady. The friction creates heat. The heat creates a tiny ember in the wood dust. And if you're patient and a little lucky, that ember catches. It sounds simple. It is not. Ask anyone who's tried it for the first time. Your hands blister before the wood even smokes. The second method came later, striking two specific stones together, flint against a mineral like pyrite, to throw off a spark hot enough to catch dry tinder. This one didn't rely on exhausting your arms for 20 minutes. It relied on precision. Once either method spread, something shifted that had nothing to do with warmth. Cooked food breaks down easier than raw food. That means more calories absorbed in less time, with less energy spent digesting. Some researchers argue this single change, softer, cooked meals, helped free up energy that our bodies could spend elsewhere, like growing a bigger brain. Fire also meant nights weren't just for sleeping. Groups could sit, talk, teach, tell whatever the earliest version of a story looked like, after the sun went down, when every other animal in the savannah was either hunting or hiding. And it meant something predators understood immediately. Don't come closer. A fire wasn't just light. It was a wall no claw could get through. By the time fire making was common enough to no longer be treated like a miracle, it had already reshaped how humans ate, slept, gathered, and passed down knowledge to their kids. We don't know the name of the first person who deliberately created fire instead of just guarding it. There's no record, no story, no myth we can confirm as the true origin. But every time someone lights a candle without thinking twice about it, they're using a skill that once separated survival from extinction and took our ancestors, by some estimates, hundreds of thousands of years to fully earn.